When you hear our show tune from the great white way, does a shiver run through ya? Well, we're giving them to ya. Sing hallelujah and shout hooray. Come on along and listen to Broadway to Main Street. USA.
That was the lovely voice of Sherie Rene Scott singing a song called Mother's Day from the quite undervalued score of Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, written by David Yazbek. And Sherie Rene Scott reminds us it is in fact Mother's Day today. And so on Broadway to Main Street, here on 88.3 FM, Peconic Public Broadcasting, we are going to devote our hour to mothers and the sons and daughters who love them. Hi, I'm Larry Maslon, and I'm very pleased to be able to be broadcasting on Sunday so we can actually pay tribute to all those moms on their actual day. Well, American songwriting and mothers sort of went hand in hand from the beginning. There are a lot of sentimental songs at the turn of the century about mothers of all kinds and all races. M is for the million things you gave me, my Yiddish mama, things like that. But oddly enough, the early days of the American musical theater in the 20s and 30s perhaps didn't go so much into mother songs. Maybe they found that overly sentimental and Victorian influence that they sort of wanted to overthrow. So you don't hear too many mother songs from Rodgers and Hart or Cole Porter or the Gershwins. Over in England, it was a slightly different story in the 20s and 30s. We'll play two songs. The first is by Ivor Novello. You may know of him through the movie Gosford Park, where he was played by Jeremy Northam. Jeremy Northam actually plays the song we're going to hear in the film Gosford Park. And then we'll turn to Noel Coward. And these two British comedy songs tend to see mothers in a slightly more jaundiced way, recognizing, I would say, not so much their affection, but their ability to overpower their children. So first we'll hear from Bobby Short, a song called And Her Mother Came Too.
I seem to be the victim of a cruel jest. It all concerns the person that I love the best. She's just the dearest thing that I have ever known. Somehow we never get the chance to be alone. My car will meet her, and her mother comes too. It's a two-seater, still her mother comes too. And when they're visiting me, we finish afternoon tea. She likes to sit on my knee, and her mother does too. We buy her trousseau, and her mother comes too. Asked not to do so, still her mother comes too. She simply can't take a snub. I go and sulk at the club. There have a bath and a rub, and her brother comes too. We lunch at Maxime's, and her mother comes too. How long a snack seems when her mother comes too. At Ciro's, when I am free, we'll often go for a spree. She likes to shimmy with me, and her mother does too. To golf we started, and her mother came too. 3 bags I carted when her mother came too. She fainted off the first tee. My baby whispered to me, thank God, at last we are free. Then want to sing it in unison? Her mother came to.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. The profession is overcrowded, and the struggle's pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's burning to act, that isn't quite enough. She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Regarding yours, dear Mrs. Worthington, of Wednesday the 23rd, although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear this is not a good idea? For her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality exciting enough, inviting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling, you must honestly confess, and the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn a living wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Though they said at the School of Acting she was lovely as Peer Gynt, I'm afraid on the whole an ingenue role would emphasize her squint. She's a big girl, and though her teeth are fairly good, she's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington, nuts, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage.
That was, of course, the master, Noel Coward, singing a song of his own creation, Don't Put Your Daughter on the Stage, Mrs. Worthington. Now, Noel Coward had a very powerful stage mother. Her name was Violet Coward, and she ushered her young son Noel onto the stage at quite a young age. I'm not sure he ever regretted it, because he had one of the most magisterial careers in the theater, English theater, American theater, or otherwise. Well, Mrs. Worthington was probably the most overbearing stage mother until 1959, when we got the musical Gypsy, when we got the mother of all mothers, Mama Rose, in the wonderful musical put together by, score by Julie Stein, lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, book by Arthur Lawrence, and of course directed and choreographed by Jerome Robbins. That mother, of course, was Ethel Merman. We're going to sort of put her in the scratch pad today and hear about Mama Rose from the point of view of her daughters. We're going to hear two songs, the first of which was actually cut from the show. It's called Mama's Talkin' Soft, where one of the daughters sees Rose kind of softening up towards Herbie and moving in, and then we'll hear If Mama Was Married. But here's a cut song from Gypsy called Mama's Talkin' Soft.
Mama's talking soft, Mama's got a plan. Mama's eyes are wide, Mama sees a man. Mama's blushing pink, stroking back her hair. Mama has a smile, and when she has a smile, no one else has a prayer. Mama's talking low, Mama's gonna win. Mama's moving slow, Mama's moving in. Bet when Mama's done, not a soul survives. Mama's talking soft, everybody run for your lives. She has a smile, no one else has a prayer. Mama's talking low, Mama's gonna win. Mama's moving slow, Mama's moving in. Bet when Mama's done, not a soul survives. Mama's talking soft, everybody run for your lives.
Mama was married, we'd live in a house as private can be. Just Mama, 3 ducks, 5 canaries, a mouse, 2 monkeys, 1 father, 6 turtles, and me. If Mama was married, if Mama was married, I'd jump in the air and give all my toe shoes to you. I'd get all those hair ribbons out of my hair, and once and for all I'd get Mama out too. If Mama was married, Mama, get out your white dress. You've done it before without much success. Mama, Godspeed and God bless. We're not keeping score. What's one more or less? entertain you. Let me make you smile. I will do some kicks. I will do some tricks. Sing out, Louise! Smile, baby! Mama, please take our advice. We aren't the lunks. I'm not Fanny Bryce. Mama, we'll buy you the rice. If only this once you wouldn't think twice. It could be so nice if Mama got married to stay. But Mama gets married and married and married and never gets carried away. Oh, Mama, oh, Mama, oh, Mama, get married today.
That was the Tony-winning Laura Benanti and Leigh Ann Larkin from the 2008 revival of Gypsy. Sondheim has not written too many musicals about mothers on his own as composer and lyricist. Maybe Gypsy did it for him. I know he was not terribly fond of his own mother. According to Mary Rogers, once in the 1960s, she gave Sondheim a beautiful silver platter as a gift, and Sondheim wrote back, "Thank you so much for the lovely silver platter. The only thing would have been better if my mother's head were on it." But that's another story for another time. When I told friends that I was doing a Mother's Day broadcast, one of the songs that came up from almost everyone is a song that's not terribly well known outside the world of Broadway, but it's a great one. It's from the musical Minnie's Boys. Now, we talked about Mama Rose being the mother of Gypsy Rose Lee and the ultimate stage mother. In 1969, producers thought perhaps they could combine the stage mother of Gypsy with the career of Fanny Bryce, who also had a mother, played by Kay Medford in Funny Girl, and they came up with Minnie's Boys, which was a musical biography of the 5 Marx Brothers growing up under the eagle eye and domineering spirit of their mother Minnie, played by Shelley Winters. I gather the 5 boys in the show, including wonderful actor Louis J. Stadlin, were not enamored of Shelley Winters, but Daniel Fortis, who played the young Harpo Marx, seemed to have faked it awfully well with a really wonderful ballad written by Larry Grossman and Hal Hackaday from Minnie's Boys.
P.S. Happy birthday. Gee, Mama, why didn't you say something?
Adolf, a year older for a woman is something to say.
We could have at least bought you a present. Wouldn't you know, we're flat on your birthday. What do you give to the woman who has nothing?
Don't say nothing. I have you.
What do you give to the woman who has nothing? I could window shop the world before I'm through. Mama, a rainbow, Mama, a sunrise, Mama, the moon to wear. That's not good enough, no, not good enough, not for Mama. Mama, a palace, diamonds like doorknobs, mountains of gold to spare. That's not rich enough, not half rich enough, not for Mama. Mama, lifetime crowded with laughter. That's not long enough, not half
wonderful ballad from the musical Minnie's Boys. Hello, I'm Larry Maslon, your host for Broadway to Main Street, here on 88.3 FM Peconic Public Broadcasting. Thank you for joining me for our Mother's Day broadcast. If you want to do something nice for your mom, and who doesn't, you might think about making a donation to this station at peconicpublicbroadcasting.org, where you can also find live streaming and about 20 or so of our podcasts of our show. So you can even hook your mom up to that if you'd like. Okay, so here's another tribute to all you mothers out there, as my dad likes to say every year on Mother's Day. He thinks that's funny. Here are two songs by Kander and Ebb. And they both have the word don't, and they both have the word mom in the title. Go figure. But these are two young ladies who are, what would I say, looking askance at their mother's overprotective behavior. The first is Don't Tell Mama from Cabaret, and the second is Chita Rivera and Liza Minnelli singing Don't Ah Ma Me from The Rink, which I think is a very underrated score by Kander and Ebb. Now, the singer of Don't Tell Mama is none other than that great Shakespearean actress Judi Dench. What? Judi Dench? What is he talking about, Judi Dench? It's a mistake. Not a mistake. Judi Dench played Sally Bowles in the 1968 West End production of Cabaret. So, for those of you who thought that Judi Dench could work no more wonders than she already has in movies and stage, we're going to surprise you. Here's Don't Tell Mama from Cabaret.
Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, and now the Kit Kat Club is proud to present the toast of Mayfair, Fräulein Sally Bowles.
Mama thinks I'm living in a convent. A secluded little convent in the southern part of France. Mama doesn't even have an inkling that I'm working in a nightclub in a pair of lacy pants. So, please, sir, if you run into my mama, don't reveal my indiscretion. Give a working girl a chance. Hush up, don't tell mama, shush up. Don't tell mama, don't tell mama, whatever you do. If you had a secret, you bet I could keep it. I would never tell on you. I'm breaking every promise that I gave her. So won't you kindly do a girl a great big favor, and please, my sweet potato, keep this from the mater, though my dance is not against the law. You can tell my papa that's all right, 'cause he comes in here every night, but don't tell mama what you saw.
Mama sings a monitor of Europe, with a couple of my school chums and a lady chaperone. Mama doesn't even have an inkling that I left them all in Antwerp and I'm touring on my own. So please, sir, if you run into my mama, don't reveal my indiscretion.
Just leave well enough alone.
Hush up,
Don't tell mama,
shush up,
don't tell mama, don't tell mama, whatever you do. If you had a secret, you bet I could keep it. I would never tell on you.
You wouldn't want to get me in a pickle
And have a go and cut me off without a nickel. So let's trust one another. Keep this though I'm still as pure as mountain snow. You can tell my uncle here and now, 'cause he's my agent anyhow. But don't tell Mama what you know. You can tell my grandma suits me fine. Just yesterday she joined the line. But don't tell Mama what you know. You can tell my brother that ain't grim, 'cause if he squeals on me, I'll squeal on him. But don't tell Mama Peter, don't tell Mama Lisa, don't tell Mama what you know. If you see my mummy, mum's the word.
Oh, I got a lot of things to tell you, Ma.
How long was it this time, Angel? 7 years.
Oh, Ma.
Basta. Finito. We're closed. I'm finished.
Ma.
If the earth had opened up, if it swallowed me inside, would my darling baby girl even realize I died? You were sitting on a hill with some yippee on your lap, talking love and life and art and that transcendental crap with a dope I'm sure you smoked and a healthy dose of coke up your nose.
Ma.
Up your nose.
Ma.
And for all you ever knew, I was hustling for the rent, 'cause you only call collect maybe every other Lent, while I'm bleeding in the street from some maniac's attack. You're in some Ramada Inn, seeking wisdom on your back, making kibble of your brain and emancipated pain in the ass.
Ma.
Or in the ass.
Ma.
And don't ma me. You said you had to find yourself, so find yourself some other place, and don't ma me. I don't need you around to help me complicate my life, and if you really gave a damn, you'd have never stayed away. When you break a mother's heart, does it make a guru's day? But you're nearly 30 now, and you're panicked and upset, so you walk back in the door and expect me to forget. Welcome home, my little pig, for you've really got a big set of balls.
Ma.
Oh, some balls.
Ma.
And don't ma me. You said you had to find yourself, so find yourself some other place, and don't ma me. I don't need you around to help me complicate my life, capiche? Don't ma me. The sign on the apartment doesn't say Salvation Army, does it? Don't ma me. I've heard it all your life, and I don't need to hear it now.
Ma. It's like it was before. I just walked through the door, and right away you start to fight and curse.
That's bullshit.
Ma, I thought there'd be some tears. And after all these years, you might have mellowed some. But Jesus, was I dumb?
You thought I might be calm, maybe jolly you along, but believe me, I'm not calm, and believe me, you were wrong. Should the sound of your hello be like music to my ears when I haven't seen your face in, what is it, 7 years? So you walk back in my life. Should I really bless my luck? That's an outfit you could wear on a sanitation truck. Have a daughter, I was told. They're a blessing when you're old. Ah, to God.
Ma.
To God.
Ma.
Enough, that's it.
Ma.
Now I've got a good thing going, and I don't need you to exit. Did you notice where you entered? You can also make an exit, so go out and find a husband, join a cowboy whore. I am sick and tired of your
Shush.
That was Liza Minnelli and Chita Rivera going after each other from the rink. I think Liza Minnelli may have had some experience growing up with a difficult mother. Don't you? Today on our Mother's Day broadcast, we're going to turn to the notion of growing pains. Hear two songs by young girls who are trying to deal with mothers who don't understand them. The first is from Hairspray, and the second is from Spring Awakening, the opening number from Spring Awakening, sung by Lea Michele, who went on, of course, to become a big television star in Glee. Our song from Hairspray includes, here's the answer to the trivia question, what man won a Tony Award for playing a mother? And that, of course, is Harvey Fierstein in Hairspray. So here's Marissa Joan Winokur and some of her pals asking their moms to get off their backs.
Don't contradict me.
Don't disobey me.
Don't even think about going to that audition.
Please?
No!
Mother! Stop telling me what to do. Don't treat me like a child of two.
No!
I know that you want what's best.
Please!
But Mother, please, give it a rest.
Stop, don't, no. Please stop, don't, no. Please stop, don't, no. Please.
no sleep in heaven or Bethlehem. Some pray that one day Christ will come a-calling. They light a candle and hope that it glows. And some just lie there crying for him to come and find them. But when he comes, they don't know how to go.
Well, as Lea Michele poignantly points out, motherhood also involves joys and sorrows. We'll hear two songs that encompass both of those. The first is from the musical Baby, a Maltby-shire musical, which was about three couples about to have a baby. It was a little clinical for my taste. I sort of always called it a womb with a view. But you'll hear a great song sung by Liz Callaway about an expectant mother discovering she's about to give birth and the joy that that entails. And the other side of that is probably the greatest sorrow a mother could know, which would be the death of her child. And that's very poignantly rendered in the ballad Mama Look Sharp from 1776. But first, more upbeat note, let's start with Liz Callaway from Baby.
Is the tale my mother told me, that tale that was much too dull to hold me. And this is the surge and the rush she said would show. Our story goes on. Oh, I was young, I'd forgot that things outlive. My goal was the kick that life would give me. And now, like a joke, something moves to let me know our story goes on. And all these things I feel and more, my mother's mother felt, and hers before, a chain of life begun upon the shore of some dark sea has reached me, and now I can see the chain extending. My child is next in a line that has no ending, and here am I, full of life that her child will feel when I'm long gone. And thus it is our story goes on and on and on and on.
soldiers they fired. Oh, Ma, did we run? But then we turned around and the battle begun. Then I went under. Oh, Ma, am I done? Hey, hey, Mama, look sharp. My eyes are wide open, my face to the sky. Is that you I'm hearing in the tall grass nearby? Mama, come find me before I do die. Hey, hey, Mama, look sharp. I'll close your eyes, my Billy, them eyes that cannot see, and I'll bury ya, my Billy, beneath the maple tree. And never again will you whisper to me, hey, hey, oh, Mama, look sharp.
A ballad as timeless as it is poignant from 1776. 1776 is a very important musical for me because it's the first show my mother ever took me to see. So it's time for, I guess, all of us on Mother's Day to give our mothers a bouquet in one form or another. As they would say, or paraphrase a lyric in Annie, Mother dear, I know you're up there listening, so here's my bouquet to you in the form of your favorite song. Here is Joe Stafford singing All the Things You Are from Very Warm for May.
Of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment
and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are
Joe Stafford singing All the Things You Are. That's a Mother's Day bouquet for my mom. Okay, so mothers, even if they are present or omnipresent in one's life, often give you advice, or often someone you go to seek advice. And in The Most Happy Fella, Frank Lesser's wonderful, wonderful through-composed show, the lead character of Tony is a middle-aged man who finally decides to look for love, and he's settled on a mail-order bride, which causes all sorts of complications. But at the end of the day, as much as he loves her, the person whose approval he seeks most is his mother. So here's Robert Weede singing to his mother, asking his mother for her blessing on this new love that he's found in his life, from The Most Happy Fella.
When I'm a look on my beautiful wife, I'm so happy I think I'm gonna bust. I'm a no one know why I'm a so lucky fellow. Hey, mama, mama, up in the heaven, how you like my girl? How you like the sympathetic smile on the face? Mama, the face, like the sun, she's a light up my place. Mama, mama, up in the heaven, how you like you dumb, funny-looking boy. He was away so long. He's a find such a joy. He's a find such a joy. In Palermo, mama, when I was a young man. In Palermo, mama, you was used to say, bring home nice young lady, Tony, bring home a nice young lady. Look, mama, she's here today. And I'm a feel so young, and I'm a feel so strong, and I'm a feel so smart. Tell me, mama, mama, up in the heaven, oh, you like more sweet. Oh, you like more sweet.
Gosh, what a beautiful show The Most Happy Fella is. What do you say? Next summer, we put it together in a concert version and play it at a couple of the vineyards out here on the East End. That's a good idea. Let's start planning that. We're coming to the conclusion of our Mother's Day broadcast. I hope all of the sons and daughters and moms and dads out there are getting together for some sort of brunch or returning from brunch, listening to our show, and I wish them all well. Speaking of wishing well, Rodgers and Hammerstein are famous for not so much writing musicals about mothers, but about mother figures. There's Aunt Eller in Oklahoma, and of course the Mother Superior in Sound of Music. But Oscar Hammerstein's most personal show, Allegro, has a mother figure at the beginning and most importantly at the end. This is a musical about a fellow named Joseph Taylor who goes to the big city, finds disappointment there, and at the climax of the show, it's his mother who leads him back home. I think it was Thomas Wolfe who said, "Home is the place where when you go there, they have to take you in." And I can't think of a better voice to bring us home at the conclusion of our Mother's Day show than Audra McDonald. She's been nominated for her 73rd Tony for Porgy and Bess, and here she is resplendent in the climax of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Allegro in this wonderful studio recording made about 2 years ago. Happy Mother's Day, and enjoy the rest of the day. Well, where is the time all gone to? This is Larry Maslon here at Broadway to Main Street. Let's catch up next Sunday at 3.
There's so much more embracing still to be done, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time.